Don't you just love fall color? I do, and I want to keep it around as long as I can. So I have decided to monoprint my actual leaves with StazOn by Lindy's and also my Distressed and Archival Inks by Ranger. And look at these beautiful colors. So I've got a bunch of leaves here from my yard, and I'm going to show you how I did this. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just using just plain copy paper. And what I'm going to be using these for is my daily creative journaling. So like a diary, but I do drawing in it and document certain things that are going on for that day. Lots of people do this in different ways. Some people just cut out magazine images, and some people it's not writing at all. So this is a really great way to add a little bit of background to your page. If it's white and it's just staring back at you and you're not sure what to do with it, try this. It's easy. If you don't have an embossing, like a Big Kick or there's a few out there, embossing machines that you hand crank. Mine's just a hand crank one. It's the Big Kick. And so it only takes this size, a little bit bigger, but not much. There is a larger one out there that takes, I believe, a 9-inch width and however long you want it. But these are just fine for me because I'm just using them in my diary type thing. So what I've been doing is putting these Lindy sprays on my paper, and I'm sticking to kind of the fall colors. So I have the, what's this one? Sea Mist Green, Icy Primrose Gold, and then I have this one too. This is kind of a neutral South Shore Sand. I'll put a little of that in too. And you want the paper not sopping wet, but wet enough. So I'm just going to put that aside for a second while it soaks it in. You can do this on watercolor paper if you want. And now I'm going to take my Distressed ink and I'm just going to run it across the back of the leaf where the veining is more prevalent. And this one here is Spice Marmalade. And I don't put it on everything, just here and there. You can mix it up to whatever, type of, they're all really neat when they come out. So just play with the colors and see what you can get. This is olive. And then what I'm going to do, you can take a darker Lindy spray and spray the back or the front of it. And then that's the ink side. This is the spray side. So I just place that down on my paper. Try not to move it. You can put multiple layers on if you want. Here's another one that's a little bit different shape. So let's put some of this Archival. Archival doesn't move as much as the Distress. So I'm just going to just dab a little bit on there. Let's put some of this Vintage Photo on. And then I'm going to maybe spray this one with, well, let's continue with the darker. I might have to get some other sprays out. And then I'm going to put that one maybe face down because it's going to print on both sides of this paper. So now I want to just close it. Try not to move the leaves. And then I've got my plates here, and I have a plate in between. Where did I put my other one? Oh, and then here's my other one. I'm putting that on top. And I have a piece or a couple pieces of copy paper that I lay. It needs just a tad bit of more thickness. Don't have anything sticking out the sides. And then I'm going to run it through my embosser. So it's not hard. If it's really hard to put through, then you can take that paper out. And I go back and then I go forth. So let's see what we got. You can see through it already. And it does squish the leaves, so you will get a little bit of leaf fiber in there, but just let the paper dry and then you can take it and brush it right off. So let's see what we got. It's always interesting to see the color combinations these make. Oh, wonderful. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Now you can see that the archival stays a little more defined. So if you like a really defined line in your work, then use more of that. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Great. So it really picked up the veining. Now this one here is the back, and that's the front, because I sprayed the front, if you remember, with some Lindy sprays. So that one turned out awesome. Let's try another one. So I like to fold my paper first. Now open it up. And I like to spray them because I find they go into the paper a little more softly looking when I spray some of this Lindy spray. You can use water too if you don't have the Lindy's, or if you want something a little brighter. Pretty well any of these sprays would work. Now let's see what happens if we just use archival on this one. So I've got some more leaves. Usually you can sometimes use the leaf over again. But a lot of times, depending on how tight the leaf is going through your machine, it pretty well crushes the leaf so that it can't be really used again. Let's put some yellow on here. See, do I have any green? Yeah. A little bit of green maybe. And it can be just the slightest amount. Vary it up. Okay, so let's put some more of that. Maybe a bit of green. And I should get another green. Okay, let's put this one down here. Let's see. Here's another maple one. Let's put some on the front this time. Maybe a smidgen on the back. And do the stems too, because the stems will show also. Let's do some of that really dark plum color. I love this color. All right. And we can put that one in here. And let's close it. And center it. And then I put my board back on my plate. Make sure it's lined up and your paper is on. Sometimes if it's too tight, you can take that paper out. And let's put it through. So I go forward and then I go back. Don't need to do it a whole bunch of times. And let's see what we got. I love this way of doing it. It almost looks like an eco print. You could use some very, very soft color inks if you want it more like an eco print where you just see just a smidgen of the lines of the leaf. But I like these because they're a little more defined. Oh, this one's nice. Look at this. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. So if you want the papers a little more like tea-dyed look, just add some more. You could actually put tea on it too, or coffee water on it, and make it a little more dyed looking. I think these turned out great. Okay. Also, if you have seen my channel before, you know I have a pretty big garden. I'm a gardenaholic. So I have quite a range of leaves to choose from. This is from a birch. And I'm going to leave the stems on. They're a little bit woody. Let's wet this again. Let me get some other colors. See how they turn out. And this is a moon shadow. All right. So we're going to, you can do these pretty well the same way. Let's try another Adirondack. This is green. And not being fussy, you can be fussy if you want. And then let's put some watermelon on that. Let's see what that turns out to be like. And then maybe a little bit of yellow, or let's try dandelion. Okay. And then let's turn them over, and I'm just going to spray them. And then let's spray this. Let's give it a little bit of orange or yellow in there. Maybe a little green. And then I'm just going to lay them down. Now you can lay them in a pattern if you want. If you look at my past videos, I have done this with just flowers and leaves and no sprays, but you get the color of the pigment of the leaf and the flower. And they turned out fantastic. And they're still as bright as ever. So if you want to try that out, you could get flowers from a florist shop and try printing with those. They really do turn out awesome. You kind of have to experiment though, because not all of them will come out with the color you think they will. Okay, let's put this on the table again, and we'll run this through. And back. Oh, this is going to be a good one. There's the opening. Oh, yes. Nice. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Love. Oh my gosh, that turned out really nice. I love it. Isn't that awesome? Beautiful. All right. So I just thought I'd give you this short video to show you what you can do with your fall leaves and a little bit of ink that I know most of you do have, or sprays. So give it a try, and leave a comment if you're interested in any more of this type of art. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'll be doing a whole lot more of these monoprints. So stay creative, everybody, and have a fantastic day.